It was a day like any other on the Atlantic Ocean. The year was 1872, and a merchant ship, the Mary Celeste, set sail from New York on a routine voyage to Genoa, Italy. But this would be a voyage that no one could have predicted, a voyage that would end in mystery and terror. The Mary Celeste was a sturdy ship, built to withstand the unforgiving seas. She carried cargo, food, and a crew of 7 men, led by Captain Benjamin Briggs. Among them was his wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia. The ship was equipped for a long journey, with provisions meant to last for months. But it was not the Mary Celeste's journey that would be remembered. It was what happened, or rather what didn't happen, that would become a chilling enigma. On December 4th, just under a month after departing, the Mary Celeste was spotted by another ship, the Dei Gratia. But when they hailed the ship, no one responded. The Mary Celeste was adrift, its sails limp in the wind, and not a single soul could be seen aboard. The Dei Gratia crew boarded the abandoned ship, and what they found was beyond comprehension. The ship was eerily quiet, too quiet. The sails were in good condition. The cargo hold was fully stocked with barrels of alcohol, and the ship's log, showing the ship's last entry just days before, was still intact. But there was no sign of struggle, no blood, no bodies, nothing to explain what had happened to the crew. The only thing that seemed out of place was the ship's lifeboat. It was missing. The ship's lifeboat was gone, but the crew was not. It was as if they had vanished without a trace. Captain Briggs's personal effects were found in his cabin, his clothes neatly folded. His wife and daughter's belongings were also untouched, as if they had simply disappeared in the middle of the day. The food was still on the table, ready to be eaten. The ship's course was plotted and mapped out on the deck, showing no signs of distress or sudden change in direction. But there was something deeply unsettling about the situation, something that gnawed at the hearts of those who stepped aboard. It was not just the disappearance of the crew, it was the feeling that something sinister had happened, something that was not meant to be understood. Theories about what happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste have flourished for over a century. Some believe the crew fell victim to a pirate attack, though no sign of piracy was found. Others speculate that a violent storm or a catastrophic event forced the crew to abandon ship. But even these explanations don't fully account for the strange and unsettling details of the ship's abandonment. Some say the ship was cursed, haunted by the spirits of those lost at sea. Was it the work of malevolent forces, some ancient wrath that called to the crew, pulling them into the ocean's depths? Some believe that Captain Briggs' decision to sail into a storm-prone region, known for its eerie quietness and mysterious phenomena, was a grave mistake, a mistake that led to the ship's undoing. But perhaps the most terrifying possibility is the one that chills the bones of those who study this case. Could the Mary Celeste have been a ghost ship, a vessel doomed to drift the seas forever, carrying the souls of its lost crew members? For years, sailors have spoken of ghost ships, vessels that sail without a crew, carrying the echoes of their tragic fate. The Mary Celeste fits this description too well. Some believe that the crew's sudden disappearance was no accident. It was a warning. The ship, in its silence, is now a vessel for lost souls, forever trapped in a never-ending cycle of drifting through the waters of the Atlantic. In the years that followed, the Mary Celeste was sold and renamed, but the mystery surrounding the ship never faded. She sailed under different captains and carried different cargo, but the question still remains: what happened to the crew? Some say that the ship itself is cursed, that it is forever tied to the tragedy of its first voyage. Sailors who have dared to come near her speak of a strange unease, an overwhelming sense of something not right. Was it the curse of the sea? Was it something supernatural? Or was it simply an unexplainable event, a tragedy that, no matter how many years go by, will never fully be understood? The Mary Celeste was found adrift without a crew, her decks abandoned but her cargo undisturbed. Yet the most disturbing fact remains. No one, not even the greatest minds of the time, has ever been able to explain why. The Mary Celeste continues to haunt the Atlantic Ocean to this day, a ghost ship, adrift in time, carrying with it the unanswered questions of what truly happened to its crew. Was it a tragic mistake, a supernatural force, or something far darker, something that will never be understood, no matter how many years pass? Perhaps it's best that some mysteries remain unsolved. But one thing is certain, the Mary Celeste is not just a ship. It is a story, a nightmare that sails on in the hearts of those who dare to uncover the truth.